To our other big story tonight, ASU and head football coach Herm Edwards deciding to part ways. The decision came down yesterday, but the financial impact of this is unclear. The school could be on the hook for a $9 million buyout of Edwards' contract.
Right now, we don't know whether Edwards will walk away with that amount, and ASU's athletic director would only say it's in the lawyer's hands.
Team 12's Bram Resnick joins us now to break it all down. And Bram, what's preventing Edwards from getting that multi-million-dollar buyout?
Oh, Mark, Herm Edwards is gone, but there is some unfinished business. A year-and-a-half-old NCAA investigation of his football program. Now, it appears that any buyout Edwards might get depends on how that investigation turns out. Herm Edwards leaving the Sun Devil Stadium football field for the last time, with a multi-million-dollar question left unanswered.
Herm did not resign. He was not dismissed.
Arizona State University athletic director Ray Anderson says Edwards didn't quit, but he wasn't fired. That's all to be determined. Here's why that matters. According to Edwards' contract, if he's fired, he's entitled to an estimated $9.4 million buyout of the remaining 2 years of his contract. Here's what could be holding up that buyout.
Was it just one weekend, a few recruits, or was it multiple weekends and dozens of recruits? I don't know the answer.
The ASU football team is being investigated by the NCAA for allegedly hosting high school recruits on campus during the pandemic. That practice was banned by the NCAA. Early this year, ASU President Michael Crow said of Edwards, Coach Edwards is responsible for all the actions of all of his people, but these are things he did not ask them to do. These are not things he was a part of. If the NCAA arrives at a different conclusion, that Edwards did play a role in the alleged violations, ASU might not have to pay that multi-million-dollar buyout. The response from ASU, TBD.
I'm not commenting on the investigation and how it impacts us, if it impacts us, and how it may impact us going forward, to be determined.
I do need to point out it was Ray Anderson who brought Herm Edwards to ASU 5 years ago. Anderson is described as close to Edwards and was once his agent.
Okay, let's go back to the NCAA investigation. We're still waiting to hear what that hammer is going to do when it drops. But how would that affect the buyout?
And we should point out that could take a while, and it appears this is what's going on right now. But the NCAA, as you well know, moves very slowly. Now, the thing that would happen there, what that would trigger, if there were any violations, NCAA violations would fall under the category of a for-cause firing. The ASU had reason to fire Herm Edwards, and based on those grounds, it would not have to pay him a buyout. In a without-cause firing, which is your team didn't play very well, Edwards would be entitled to that buyout of his contract, which ends in 2024, at the end of 2024.
Even though Crow said in his statement that you had in your story, Dr. Crow, Coach Edwards did not know about this.
To be clear, that was back in February, and there may be a lot that Michael Crow does not know. This investigation's been going on for a long time now.
Okay. So it'll be dependent on that.
That appears to be the case, but as Ray Anderson pointed out, lawyers, agents, they're all talking. There may be a settlement. We don't know.
Okay. All right, Bram, thank you.
Sure
But
thing.
this brings us to our 12 News Bullhorn question. Should college coaches have guaranteed salaries?
Right now, 70% of you say no way. You can vote by going to 12news.com/bullhorn.